Hello, this is video 16. I did some advanced work. Video 16 is about the Lab 2, abstractly specified algorithm, Lab 2. You might recognize this as a slight variation on the worksheet. Rather than writing the word wall, I thought it might look cooler to actually have the wall shaded in. So this is a maze we're going to try to solve. Oh no, I don't know if we can solve this one or not. I want to try to get from the starting square down here to this exit square, the finished square. That's the plan. Well, let me stick to task and read what's going on here. Do as soon as possible before program 2. Otherwise, it's useless because this is a running start to program 2. Very similar to the algorithm you're going to have to actually implement in code. For this assignment, work through the algorithm on the, well, front and back. It depends on whether or not you printed out 2 sheets, 1 sheet, or not at all. But it's talking about first and second page. Work through the algorithm on these 2 pages using the maze on the worksheet. Problem to solve. I need to find a path from the upper left corner to the lower right corner of the maze. Solve the maze, in other words. Here's my strategy. Write a sequence of steps for me. I'm a little robot mouse. It's going to roll through the maze trying to find the path. Write a sequence of steps for me, a little robot mouse, for me to follow as I move all around the maze. I'm aware of the whole thing. Wrong. No global view, local view. Little mouse, you get in your square and you stay there and you don't go anywhere. That's it. You're only in charge. You're only expected to take care of 1 square. How are you going to get to all the other squares? This better strategy. The better strategy is write a plan for me, little robot mouse, LRM, to follow as I sit right here in my square, in one maze square forever, and do these things. I'm going to clone myself into a surrounding square to do the dirty work and look for the rest of the path, and then wait for them to get back to me. Let me pick a square at random. The little robot mouse, if we ever have one, that's sitting right here, it's going to sit right there and clone itself into all the surrounding squares and sit there and wait until it gets a return value of success or failure. Failure means that clone chain reaction ran into a wall and backed out. If it returns success, that means, oh, I'm part of the path and I get to return success to whoever cloned me. That's way ahead of the game. You'll actually see that happen. So if that little 30 seconds didn't make any sense, don't worry about it. Here's the constraint. Halfway down the front page, I can only move, or rather I can only deposit a clone of myself, directly up, down, left or right, no catty-cornered, in other words, no diagonal moves. So it's different somewhat from the oil field. What else we got? Preliminaries. Need to keep up with what clone state I'm in. And the state is the life cycle. These little robot mice, they have little life cycles of their own. And here's all the different states they could be in. The first state is green. I'm still a figment of my robot mice parents' imagination. I don't even exist yet, but a clone could go here. You know what? Before I go any further, that means that all the squares that are available for a little robot mouse clone, they're all initially green. So anything that's not a wall, I'm going to color it green. Putting a green G in there to represent color green. Figments of mice imagination. Those are not robot clone mice. Those are places where robot clone mice could go. And nobody's going to turn green after they've been some other color, so I think I can get green out of the way. I guess we'll see. Orange. If I am an orange clone mouse, I'm brand new. I'm a freshly cloned clone. I could still be part of the path through the maze. I just don't know yet. My whole future is ahead of me. We'll wait and see what my destiny is. If I'm blue, oh, that's a little sadder. Blue, my best days are behind me. I had a chance to clone my way out of here, but I blew it. I'm on the road to a dead end. Either I ran into a wall, or maybe I circled back on myself and I'm at risk of going around in a loop forever, but blue is not part of the path. It's not part of success. Red is the opposite. Yippee! I'm part of the path. I'm so excited. If I get turned red, that means I am one of the clone mice along the path from the start to finish in the maze. One more possibility. This is a weird one. Black, I'm embedded in a wall. It's like a bad transporter trip in a Star Trek movie. You get embedded in the wall. Yikes, I never had a chance. So that's terrible. Now then, go to the next page, or the back of the page. So not a whole lot of initialization, but a little. Part Roman numeral 1 and part Roman numeral 2. I know this is recursive, and it looks like the two-part little robot mouse clone algorithm has two pieces. I bet you a nickel that part 1 is going to have something to do with base case, or maybe a collection of things that collectively are the base case. And part 2, that's probably going to be the recursive case. Let's see. Let's explore. See if that's the case. Part 1, all new clones start here. Okay, we're starting right here. We're going to start in the first square. Public wrapper calls the first square. So the public wrapper gets us going on this algorithm on the back, and here we are. When am I done? Well, I don't think I'm done, but let's check and see. When am I done, for better or for worse? Right off the bat, I know I'm done when I was cloned off the edge of the maze. Nope, this is not off the edge of the maze. I'm still here, so I fall through. B, I was cloned right into the exit square itself. Yay, I'm a winner. No, that's way down here. I'm not even close. So it's not part B either. C, if I'm any other color than green. Well, that's not true either. I am green. I hadn't been anywhere. I don't even really officially exist yet. If I'm any other color than green because something happened, some other clone got there before I did, or I'm in the wall, or whatever other possibility there may be, anything else but green, I return failure. So I've actually cleared all three of A, B, and C on part 1. None of those were true. So I fall through to part 2. What's left? There's only one possibility left. I am green. So what do I do from here? Color me orange. I now officially exist. I hereby claim this clone square for me, the very first little robot mouse clone. And that's an orange O. That's not a 0. It's an O for orange. I still have a chance until further notice. I don't know, for better or for worse, how this is going to turn out. Then what happens? Make a clone above me, which starts from scratch in part 1. So we go up. Yikes. Now, I mean, there could be a bouncy wall, maybe there's not. That's irrelevant to this. We're not talking implementation. We're just going through the abstract algorithm. But remember, I'm leaving part 1 down here. I'm going to have to keep my thumb on that. I'm leaving part 1, and I just now made a new clone, and I come back here and start all over again at part 1 with this clone up here next to the word start. When am I done? Right off the bat, I know when I'm done when I was cloned off the edge of the maze. You know what? I was cloned off the edge of the maze. So X, I'll put that little X there to say, you know what, you failed, go back. So it came back to where I was. Bounce off, so it's kind of like a bouncy wall. So I finished number 1 that's halfway through that back page. Now I'm number 2. Make a clone below me. So let's go this way. Make a clone below me. Make a clone below me. How about that? Make a clone below me and wait and see what they send back to me. Well, here we are, and this one's going to wait for a while. Actually, it's going to wait for a long while. But we just now went this direction. We went below, and let's see. We got to start all over again. Up at the top. When am I done? I know I'm done when I was cloned off the edge. That's not off the edge. I was cloned into the exit. This is not the exit. I'm any other color than green. I am green. So again, I fell through all of the base cases. Well, all of the different parts of the base case, A, B, C. I'm still here for Roman numeral 2. What's left? I'm green. That's the only other possibility left. So what now? Color me orange. Still got a chance. Look how stupid this new clone is. The very first thing it does, it makes a clone above itself. Oh, why is that stupid? Well, look and see. I make a clone above me. Start all over again. I'm not off the edge. I'm not in the exit, but look at this. I am some other color than green. There's the analog of drying up the oil pocket so that we don't go back and forth and oscillate forever. The reason I color myself orange before I leave is because in effect what I'm doing is marking that I have been to this square before. So this is some other color than green. I've been here before. I return failure. X. This arrow is still alive. This trace might get kind of tricky. You better keep up with each piece of it. That little back and forth was from this point of view clone. You know what? I can number these. This was from step 1. This was from step 1. This arrow was from step, blow me, step 2. I don't know if that'll help, but we'll see. Now what? I just got back from step 1 for this clone, so it's going to do step 2 for this clone. Yeah, I hope this will work. We'll see. So 2 goes that way. That's a 2, and we're moving down here. And we start all over again at this square part 1. I'm not off the edge. Nope. I'm not at the exit. Nope. I'm not some other color than green. Nope. So I'm still here, and I'm going to fall through to part 2. I am green. Color me orange. Make a clone above me. That's 1 from this square. And what's that going to do? That's going to hit C. That's some other color than green, so it fails and comes right back. Nope, 1 didn't work. Then we fall through to step 2 down here. Make a clone below me. Ooh, this is the first of those disastrous ones. What is that? Well, I'm definitely some other color than green. This is black down here. I got cloned into the wall. One moment. Take 2 hands to open the stupid marker. This is black. If I get cloned into the wall, I'm a black robot mouse. And that's not going to work. That's definitely some other color than green when I do the base cases. It's not off the edge. Nope. It's not on the exit. Nope. But it is some other color than green. I'm black. I was cloned into the wall. I'm going to start using the black marker to make these arrows show up. So change of convention here. This return failure. That was back from 2, so we're ready for step 3 down at the bottom. Make a clone to the left of me. I was going to use black for those. Make a clone to the left. That's step 3. The orange needs to be put down. Back to part 1. This is a brand new clone floating around out in space. When am I done? Right off the bat, I know if I was cloned off the edge, and yes, I was cloned off the edge, so I bounce back. Fail. That was 3. What's left? 4. Well, 3. Got failure, then go to sub-step 4. I haven't been reading those. But this comes back to step 3, and step 3 was sitting there waiting for a return from a recursive call, as it turns out. That's how this would be implemented, recursion. So we get back from step 3 with failure and go on to sub-step 4. Make a clone to the right of me. Step 4. This is the first one that's gone every which direction. Step 4, make a clone to the right and start all over. Part 1, when am I done? Off the edge, nope. In the exit, nope. Some other color than green, nope. So I'm still here. Color me orange. And start all over again in part 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. Make a clone above me. Uh-oh. 1, that's black. Fail, come back immediately. That's supposed to be an X, not an asterisk. But you know that. 2, make a clone below me. That's going to fail as well. 2. Nope, you're in the wall. That's the horrible state for the mouse. Cloned under the wall. Fail, return failure. That was 2. 3, this was the weird one kind of. 3, make a clone to the left of me. And that's also going to fail. If you look at the base cases on part 1, I'm not off the edge, no. I'm not in the exit, no. But I am some other color than green. I've already been colored orange. So that one fails for that reason. In effect, it's because we've been there before, and we don't want to oscillate back and forth between those 2 squares. So it comes back with failure. Go to sub-step 4. Sub-step 4 says make a clone to the right of me. That's 4. And wait and see. Make a brand new clone here, start all over again at part 1 and see what they do. I wasn't cloned off the edge, no. I'm not in the exit, no. And I'm not something other than green, no. So I'm still here, I fall through to part 2. What's left? I am green. What now? Color me orange. I'm orange. And 1, make a clone above me. Here we go, 1. Start all over again. Off the edge, no. In the exit, no. Other than green, no. So stay here, color me orange. Clear our minds, start all over again, part 1. Here we are, brand new, orange clone mouse. No, I've already done that, okay. So I came up here and failed all of the base cases. Now I'm green, color me orange. And from here, I make a clone above me. Starts all over again, part 1. Here we are, start all over, part 1. When am I done? Off the edge, no. In the exit, no. Other than green, no. So I fall through to Roman numeral 2. I am green, so I color myself orange to show that now I have officially been here. That's an orange O. That's kind of hard to read, I bet you, but you just have to take my word for it. That's an orange O. I just now colored me orange, and now I start sub-step 1 down beneath part Roman numeral 2. Make a clone above me. That's recursive call number 1. This is 4 recursive calls in a row, by the way, if we were to implement this. Make a clone above me. Starts from scratch with part 1. Am I done? Was I cloned off the edge of the maze? Yes. Fail. X in return. So now, let me be a little more deliberate about this. We're returning to step 1. If you can see where my thumb is on the paper. Step 1 right here, it was sitting here waiting. This orange clone was sitting here waiting to hear back from the clone up here. And it just now got a return value of failure. Got failure, then follow through to sub-step 2. Sub-step 2 says make a clone below me. Here's, I didn't leave any room. Here's sub-step 2. Go below me and wait and see what they tell me. So now I'm visiting this. Am I off the edge? No. Am I in the exit? No. Am I other than green? Yes. I'm orange. So return failure. Return failure from that little subcall. You see what's going on here? Now we're back from step 2, a little more than halfway down. Got failure? Yeah. Then go to sub-step 3. Sub-step 3 says go to the left of me. See what the future holds for me over there. Start all over again. Step 1. Am I done? Off the edge? Nope. Am I in the exit? Nope. Am I other than green? Nope. So I'm still here. Fall through to part 2. I'm now orange. This gets monotonous, isn't it? I hope it's making sense. Otherwise, it's useless. Color me orange. Make a clone above me. Here we go again. Step 1. Comes back immediately. When I get failure, I go to sub-step 2. Make a clone below me. The horrible fate. I was cloned into the wall. That's black. It returns immediately with failure. Then go to sub-step 3. Make a clone to the left of me. Here's sub-step 3. Now look what's going on here. Sub-step 3. Off the edge, no. In the exit, no. Other than green, yes. What this is doing, we've prevented ourselves from going around in this loop here forever. Since we marked this right before we left it, we know we've already been here. So this is going to return failure. Here's the weird thing. This failure doesn't mean that this is not any possible part of the path. It means that you don't want to keep going this direction if you're looking for the path. You've been here before. So this returns failure to step 3, and step 3 says go on to sub-step 4, make a clone to the right. And that's going to fail for the same reason. Watch this. Step 4 is not off the edge, it's not in the exit, but it is non-green. If it's non-green, it returns failure. Now, I believe this is the first case, look at this, where we've run into this particular case. I just got back from my call to the right, which was sub-step 4, got failure, keep going. This is near the bottom of the page. Got failure, keep going, and wait a minute. If I'm still here, then none of my clone children, up, down, left, right, none of them return success if I'm still here. They are all failures, and so am I, because I'm their parent. Wah. This is the first one that we color blue. This one goes from orange to blue. What does that mean? That means that that square is not part of the path, period. It tried farming out kids in every direction, all 4 directions, cast them to the 4 winds. They all returned failure, meaning that they did not lead to the ultimate goal, which was the exit square. That's why this one got colored blue. Now, it colored blue, not only that, the very last line, it returns failure. Who does it return failure to? Well, it came from step 3 from this square. So it's returning failure back to this square that's still orange. We just got back from step 3. So step 3, if we get failure from step 3, we go to sub-step 4. Make a clone to the right. That's one of those in the wall clones. So step 4 here returns failure. Now, what about this one? This one if I've got them all written. Did we? Did we go below? It looks like we didn't go below. Oh, yeah, we did. It was right here. This one has gone all 4 directions as well. If you go all 4 directions, up, down, left, right, and none of them returned success, and none of them did, then I've got to color myself blue. I'm so blue because I'm not a winner. I'm a loser. Not only that, right after I color myself blue, I return failure to whoever cloned me. That's this one. That was only clone number 1 from this square. So this one finally gets a return value of failure, false, and 2, it tries to go below. I don't even have to look. I've done this so many times now. It goes below. It's not off the edge. It's not the exit. And also, it is not green. Non-green means you can't step here again. You've already been here. So this one returns failure. Step 2 returns failure. Step 3 goes to the left. That's in the wall. Fail. Black square, fail. Step 4, go to the right. Step 4 goes this direction. Fail. Black square, return failure. Now this one. This square has tried everything it knows how to try. Up, down, left, right. Everybody returned X. Everybody returned failure. So this one's also a failure because all its kids are failures. Blue. It's not looking good, is it? It's actually looking pretty messy. That, when it returns failure, it's returning it to this square right here. Man, I'm glad I put these little numbers. It's returning failure from here, which was call number 1 from this square. Failed. So we just now finished call number 1. Call number 2, go below me. That's in the wall. Black square, return failure. 3, go to the left. Go to the left. 3. Been here before. It's non-green. That's going to return failure. 4. About to give up hope here. 4. Start all over. Part 1. Am I off the edge? No. Am I on the exit square? No. Am I non-green? No. It's been a long time since we cleared all the base cases. But by Jove, I think we've done it. It falls through to part 2. Part 2 says, I am green. Yes, I am green. Color me orange. Hope is still alive. I still have a chance until further notice. Make a clone above me. Well, that was a stupid move, wasn't it? That's the wall up there. Can't you see? 1, that's a black square. A black clone mouse. Returns false. Returns failure. They tried that. 2, make a clone below me. And we start all over again with part 1. Part 1. I was cloned off the edge. No. I was cloned into the exit square itself. Yeah. We just now got cloned into the exit square itself. We've reached our pot of gold. Ta-da! I was cloned in the exit square itself. Yay! Color me red with joy. I can hardly contain myself. I'll make that a big, bold R. Red. Return success. Who am I returning success to? I'm returning success to recursive call number 2 from this little clone right here. So if you look at step 2 down here, got success. Yay! Color me red. And now I return success to my parent clone. So I'm no longer orange, I am red. And I'm going to return success to this call number. You know what? I should be putting these red arrows. I'm returning success along call number 4 here. Along call number 4, that was the last chance. Got success? Yes. Color me red. And return success to my clone parent. That was from call number 3, was it? No, that's a call I made that didn't. Oh, from call number 4. Is that right? Yeah. We're returning success from call number 4. Horrible, horrible picture. But it returns success here, call number 4, and call number 4, when it gets success, it colors itself red. Each one of these clones, in turn, on the way back, notice that we are discovering the pathway kind of backwards. You don't find out that you are a clone that is along the path until all the ones ahead of you that reached out to the exit square, till they've all been colored red, and it's kind of filtering back to you, backwards. And I lost my place because I was talking so much about it. That looks like that was from a call number 4, which went to the right, yes. So now we return success from that, not failure. And when we return success, call number 4, color me red, I'm red. And what? I return success to my parent clone. We are not ignoring their return values, by the way. We're sitting there waiting. If they return failure, we try another direction. Unless there are no more directions, then we color ourselves blue and return false, return failure. If we get success as the return value from any one of our clones, number 1, 2, 3, or 4, then we color ourselves red and return success to whoever cloned us. It looks like this was from call number 2. So we get a red arrow sending back success from call number 2. Call number 2 says, if you got success, color me red and return success to my clone parent. I myself was cloned from step 2, so I return success to step 2. And when step 2 gets a success return value, it colors itself red. And return success to my parent clone. Now, that's a little bit artificial because that's not going back to a parent clone, that's going back to the sky. That's going back to the public wrapper. It said start looking for this path at square 1, 1 or 0, 0, depending on how you've done the implementation of this. There you go. What could be simpler? Probably lots of things, but that's how it finds the solution to the maze. All you got to do is code that up. How is program 2 going to be different? You're not going to have all these different colors. I don't think you are. Maybe you are. I don't know. You'll have to give that some thought. Oh, here's something different. You are looking for a needle in a haystack. There could have been a needle right here, in which case you don't wait until you find some exit square or some bottom right corner or whatever. You keep going until you find a needle. When you find a needle, that's when you start returning red success or whatever it is you're doing to indicate success all the way back. In fact, that's the biggest difference between this abstract algorithm and an abstract pseudocode algorithm for program 2. Further questions? Send me emails, come by office hours. I would say save them for class, but class on Friday is going to be kind of late in the game. I would say go ahead and put the pedal to the metal on this and see how much of it you can get done before Friday. Yeah, if that's a little scary, that's fine. I'll see you online.